And welcome back to the second David67 Celtic News YouTube video of the day. Today's follow-up video going to be a quick chat regarding a couple of players said to be on the radar for Celtic. One where there's definite confirmation and another where there has been suggestions that he is a potential Celtic signing in the January window, but as yet no definite indication coming out of Celtic regarding the first of those, and also going to have an excerpt of a YouTube scouting video from one of the scouting channels with a copyright disclaimer which should allow the excerpt to get used to illustrate the skills of the player. So, first player of the two is a Cameroonian international currently playing for Bodo Glimt in Norway, Faris Moumbagna, 23 years old, has an excellent record at Bodo Glimt. Current career stats are 160 games in pro football, 57 goals, 22 assists. So, in essence, almost a goal every 3 games, a bit better than that, but also significant contribution in terms of assists. And this season for Bodo Glimt, his record was 36 games, 18 goals, 8 assists, and has 1 Cameroonian cap. Currently valued at 7 million on transfer market, and does have 3 years left on his contract, and so it may take a bid of 7 or more million to get him to come to Celtic. However, given that he's playing Norwegian football, there is a good chance that he would consider moving to Celtic to be a step up in his career, and also would give him a regular chance of cups and medals and leagues, and also regular top level European football. So now going to pop in a couple of minutes of scouting reel, and then we'll have a quick chat regarding my analysis and thoughts on Moumbagna. Great, and hopefully you enjoyed that extract of highlights reel of Moumbagna's games this year in the Norwegian League. His name has been linked occasionally to Celtic, often mentioned as a young, promising player in European football to watch out for, and one of our viewer subscribers also put forward his name, and I've also seen his name mentioned a few times on other Celtic fan sites and YouTube sites. So, as I said, 23 years old, Cameroonian international, currently valued at 7 million with 3 years left in his contract. My own thoughts, having watched this video from the scouting channel and several other scouting videos available via YouTube, he looks like a very powerful player, very forceful, able to break through challenges, very good in the air, very good anticipation and reaction, very good positioning also, a really excellent left foot finisher as well, although is able to use both feet quite capably, and also, as you can see from the video, able to hold up the play and bring in a fellow striker or midfielders onto the ball to score. And so I think he would be a definite upgrade on O. I think he's kind of what Celtic were hoping for with O. And I think given O's young age, he's still got more time to fully develop into that style of striker. I think Moumbagna would be a good option for Celtic to sign. There would be a query as to whether he may be involved in the African Cup of Nations, which potentially will take a few players away from Scottish and English football in 2024. But I think if he was available for around 7 million and the Kiesgarden deal drops out, I think Moumbagna would be, alongside Sidney van Hooijdonk, a very good alternative to Kiesgarden as Celtic's additional striker that I think we desperately need. Be delighted to see what your own thoughts are on Moumbagna, having had a look at this video and the other YouTube scouting videos, and also a bit of a delve into his stats via the internet sites. Second player where there does seem to be a more definite link for Celtic is with player Fabio Silva, 21-year-old Portuguese under-21 international, currently on the books at Wolves, where he has had a bit of a disappointing time. He got transferred from Porto to Wolves in September 2020 for £35 million, which sounds an incredibly high fee for the performances that Fabio Silva up to that point had actually done. I've done a wee short video that should be up on the channel very soon, which goes through his stats, and he has tremendous potential. 10 under 21 goals for Portugal in 20 games. He's represented Portugal at all levels from under 15 up to under 21, not made a full international game so far. He has spent a couple of years at, I suppose it's 3 years now at Wolves, has 5 goals for Wolves in 73 matches. He's had a spell away at Anderlecht, scoring 11 in 32 games for Anderlecht in a season there, and then had a loan spell at PSV Eindhoven this time last year, onwards and scored 5 goals in 19 matches in the second half of the Dutch league. So I think the player with massive potential, but also I think a player who likely needs to step across to Scottish League, said to be also on the radar for Rangers, and is very much a player who would be coming to Celtic on loan. Although, if Wolves were willing to look at a lower transfer fee at the end of that loan, I think he would be potentially a very good player for Celtic to sign. I think, given his young age, when he moved from Porto to Wolves in September 2020, of just being 19 at the time, and having had 21 games for Porto with 3 goals during that time, it probably was a premature move for him, and not too unexpectedly has struggled to settle down into English football. However, the relative success in his loan spells in the Belgian and Dutch league is very reassuring, and I think he would come straight into the Celtic side and be a challenge to Kyogo and O for main striker. And if he did settle better in Scottish football, as I said, I think Celtic would be well advised to try to sign him if that could be negotiated with Wolves at the end of the loan spell in May, June this year. So just to finish off, the Moumbagna player, I think a player of significant current good skills, a player that I think is on the up and up, given the fact that he's got 3 years left in his contract at Bodo Glimt. I think he may be a player to look again at in a year or two's time, when Bodo might be more amenable to selling him. However, Fabio Silva is available for loan in the January transfer window, and there are strong indications that a loan to Scotland would be preferable for Wolves. And given our culture with previous Portuguese players and having Paulo Bernardo on our books currently, I think it would suit everybody very well for Silva to come to us for 4 or 5 months at the start of 2024. Love to see your own comments, your own assessments of both Moumbagna and Fabio Silva, and do pop those into the comment section. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do click those buttons. Give me a nice wee early Santa Claus Christmas present. So until tomorrow, when we'll have a wee chat about the upcoming Livingston Scottish League fixture at the weekend, goodbye and hail, hail.